Hey everyone, it's me, Joe, and today I am joined by...
Hey there guys, it's me, Joe, and today I'm joined by...
Hey guys, it's me, Joe, and we're doing our Tower of God review of episode 7 of the Tower of God anime, and we started talking about this before, and I could tell there's at least one thing that we have some different feelings about, so I'm kind of curious how that's gonna go, although that's gonna be in spoiler section, but regardless, let's talk about this episode. Just straight up, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was one of the better episodes that we've gotten yet. Which I'm not sure if everyone agrees with me there, but what do you think, Joe?
I think it's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay. I would say it is good.
Okay.
It does a lot, though. We got a lot to talk about, I think.
I think we do. Yeah, I'm looking at our notes here, and that was just me in like 5 seconds just typing whatever came to mind. I feel like what this episode accomplished, aside from like sticking to the original, because I feel like it did a really good job at doing that and adding, it was a setup episode. Kind of like last episode, it was just setting us up for events to come. Whether it be with Ho, whether it be with the upcoming test, whether it be with all these characters and Anak. I thought it did a really good job at setting us up for future events.
Yeah. Yes. It does good things. It does some kind of strange things.
Really?
But let's start with the good, shall we?
I'm curious what you're going to say. Let's start with the good. Let's start with, sort of at the beginning of the episode, Anak and Endorsi wrapping up their feud. We get more of Anak's backstory. That, man, I didn't think we'd get more flashbacks. I thought for some reason we were done. That got me. Like, that actually got me, seeing Anak's past.
I enjoyed it a lot too, actually.
Okay, good.
I think it was one of my favorites in terms of character interaction.
Yeah.
It is a very, very interesting scene. Because Anak, she just loses it in that moment. Because Endorsi figures out who she is.
Right, and she kind of turn. Go ahead.
And it becomes this very serious moment.
Yeah.
And then, all of a sudden, Anak starts talking about how Endorsi's her aunt. And they're like fighting, and then she gets thrown off, and then she gets pulled down, and then boom. It's fun. I like that. I like that kind of stuff about Tower of God. Like their facial, how they're animated too, their facial expressions.
Yeah.
That's great too. It reminds me so much of the webcomic.
It totally.
As a fan, I like that. I really do.
Yeah.
I appreciate how much effort goes into, how animated these characters are, especially Endorsi, because I feel like she when we're first introduced to her, she's like, haha, we're gonna kill them all, haha. And now she's like, oh my god, you broke my leg.
How could you? I'm a princess. Yeah, for sure. It's sort of setting up the dynamic between the two, their relationship. Like, you're sort of, Anak is like, oh, I want revenge on everyone with the name Jihad, and she goes crazy. But you can see that they do have some sort of, I don't want to say like bond, but they don't like hate each other really. Like they do. Anak hates her, and Endorsi doesn't like her, but at the same time they're connected by their blood. So it's like, I don't know what's gonna happen,
And at the same time, Endorsi is also very curious about Anak.
Right.
Because obviously she like, I think, maybe this is spoilery. Or maybe she's kind of thinking, maybe being a princess isn't as cool as it ought to be.
Totally. She straight up asks her, like, why did your mom?
Yes, it's like, it's like, do you think your mom ever regretted doing what she did? She's wondering. She's curious because she's not really one to follow the rules.
True. That's true. She doesn't like being bossed around, being given orders. She wants to be her own person, but it's interesting because she always brags about being a princess at the same time, so it's like, where's she gonna draw the line, I thought that whole thing was great. They handled that really well, and that sort of leads into Hats and Shibisu asking Bamon-kun for help. I thought they handled this scene really well, and they actually added a lot. So before, it was just Bomb going to Endorsi's room, asking Endorsi for help. This time, Hats tagged along, and sort of added to the Dakun's scripting of the whole plan. I thought that was really funny, that whole dynamic, and I think it adds a lot too, because in the original we get scenes with Kun and Hots and Bomb and Shibisu and all these characters interacting, but I feel like the anime is adding even more so to that in a sense. They're giving us all these extra moments and stuff. It's fun.
To be completely fair, this is like Bomb originally, I guess, shouldn't have been the one going alone. It is Shibisu and Hots' project that they have to do.
Yeah.
Right? It makes more sense for Hots and Shibisu.
Totally.
To be there, at least.
Yeah, at first I was like, why is he there? And then he held up the pieces of paper and I was like, oh, duh. They're there for them. Like, that makes sense. I just like that scene. And then it follows up with them all, like, eating together. Like, they're all actually enjoying each other's company, like, it's not, they didn't just sign the piece of paper and forget, like, they are actually sort of bonding. And it's
Though I guess
really
you
cool.
could say that you did kind of lose the one-on-one nature of the original scene.
Yeah.
Just being about Bomb and Endorsi.
Right, because
it maybe loses that kind of dynamic. Yeah.
That is true. Although Hots didn't really do or say much, so I still feel like the Bomb and Dorsey thing was there, that connect, them sort of basically meeting each other for the first time. That is true, though. Guess. That is true. It's not to the same level.
It's not quite the same.
Yeah.
The same kind of mood when you have 3 people as opposed to 2 people in the scene.
That is true. I agree. It feels more like a group scene. Yeah.
But it does make more sense for Hots just to be there instead of because Bomb isn't doing the test like Mr. Quant's test.
Right. It makes more sense, but I feel like every decision, there's some benefits, some bad things, some good things. Overall, some good stuff there. That sort of also reminds me, Bomb and Laru, that scene was really funny too. Bomb actually helping him out, which also kind of leads into Ho, and we see in this episode that Ho he's a nice guy, right? Like he's not a bad person at all. He introduced himself to Bomb. He made it clear that he wanted to help him, and whether he called Bomb weak, and it's like, we don't really know what's going on there, but something's going on now, and it's clear that Ho is starting to get jealous of Bomb, and he got this memo. What's gonna happen there? It's sparking a lot of these branches. Like you the first time you meet Ho, you don't think he's gonna be that important, but now we'll see what happens there. Do you have any thoughts on anything relating to Ho?
This, last time you were telling me that in one of our earlier reviews, you were telling me there was kind of foreboding music playing when Bon was talking to Ho. This time there definitely was some foreboding music.
I admit last time I misinterpreted it. This time, yeah, for sure. That's funny.
This time there is definitely something going on.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You can see it in the show.
Of course.
Ho is just he's so mad and he's walking by, and then Hwaryun's like, oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Like something's going on with him. Even Kun was eyeing him oddly. So it's clear that something's going on with him. And now we don't really know what the memo said, which is very interesting because in the original we got to see what the memo said entirely. So we don't know. We'll see what happens there. Is Ho going to do something about this, or is he just gonna let it slide?
Us readers know what's gonna happen.
We do know.
You anime-only watchers, you're in for something pretty great.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So also, I kind of appreciate this. So the anime, they handled this well, and I didn't think much of it when I saw it, but I really did appreciate it. In the original, when Rack passes the test, it's sort of just offhandedly, well, first of all, we don't even see him pass. It's just sort of like, oh, Rack passed the test, so he's not going to be there. And then he just doesn't show up for 20 chapters because he's not present. And I know a lot of readers and watchers of our dub were some of them who were watching it for the first time were like, where's Rack? Where is he? They were confused. And I appreciate that the anime is still including him during this portion of the show. He's first of all, it shows him pass with the spear, and then it shows him up there, with the sash saying that he passed, and then it shows him kind of watching the test as well. I appreciate those details. They
I like that Ghost is also sitting right next to him, completely silent.
Yeah, just chilling. I can't believe that he accepted the sash on him. Yeah. So I appreciate that.
Okay.
Though. Yeah.
They're on the same couch. Okay.
Can you imagine the two of them like playing chess, just chilling together? So
I can't.
That was your
really
day. Yeah.
Have it, both of them just be like, oh, that's a test, huh? Or that's a test, huh?
Yeah. Rack turns in and is like, what do you think? yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Yeah. Good talking partner. They actually have something like that in the original where Rack mentions that he wasn't very fun to talk to or something like that. So that is actually funny. Okay, so before we move on to the actual hide and seek, well, they actually call it tag in the anime, but the test, the new test that they're doing, did you find it odd that when Quant shows up and he's like, it's me, I'm the tag, and Serena's like, who's that? I didn't notice that until I rewatched it for my reaction, and I was like, what do you mean, who's that? It's your teacher, because Serena's a scout. And Hats and Shibisu are like, is that our examiner? And Hats is like, yep. Am I the only one who's really confused by that? Was that a mistranslation?
That is pretty strange.
Maybe she's supposed to say, like, why is he here? Instead of, like, who is he? I don't really know. Because it just strikes me as odd that she wouldn't know who he is.
I mean, the thing I wanted from the anime, I think I said this last episode, I wanted to see Quant and his teaching methods.
Yeah.
I wanted him to say, listen, you want to get through this? Get people to sign this sheet. Make friends.
Right.
I would have liked that scene.
That would have been a nice addition. Yeah. Maybe they wanted to save Quant for like this. For the most part.
Quant is I really like Quant as a character. And you
guys are gonna love Quant.
I mean, maybe you won't.
Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Quant is great though.
Maybe they're gonna sub him in on the second half of for a different ranker. I
highly doubt that, Joe. Let's not go too far here, okay?
Maybe they're gonna when Quant wins, they're gonna take a spaceship to the top of the tower.
That sounds reasonable.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Possible.
I mean, I do know what's gonna happen, but who knows what the anime is gonna do? Maybe the anime is like, you know what? Actually, 10 episodes.
Oh,
let's just go right to season 3.
Oh, that would suck.
I am derailing. It's
okay.
Sorry.
No. This is good content. But the hide and seek test itself, we kind of jumped right into it, but I feel like the original jumps right into it as well. And we get to see Kun and Shibisu working together. They have this plan, and even the Watchers, we think everything's going badly, but then Anak jumps in and surprises Quant, and then things go badly again. And I like the cliffhanger with, I think it was a great cliffhanger, though. I thought we were going to get farther in the hide and seek test, but I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad it ended with Quant being like, I'm really upset, because that was a cliffhanger in the original, too.
Here's where I wish this was just a build-up episode. I wish we had kind of like less of the hide and seek test itself.
Yeah.
I feel like there should have been a little bit more preparation, I guess. Mm-hmm. Like maybe them coming up with some kind of plan to kind of, trick us. I don't know.
Well, even in the original, we don't get that, because we ourselves are supposed to be surprised by it as much as Quant. Yeah. So
this is true.
I don't know. I see what you're saying, but I think it's forgivable.
I mean,
personally.
it is fine.
Yeah.
It is all right.
Plus, we're gonna see more of that, I think, because this test, spoilers, is far from done. Like, this is a whole arc.
Yeah.
So,
do you think they're just gonna go from Team A's results into and then halfway into Team B, or like what?
I feel like next episode is going to be pretty much all Team A. It might end with Team B like just about ready to start their portion, but I feel like it's going to be 80% Team A because there's a lot left of Team A.
Oh yeah. But
so
I don't know. Maybe they'll.
I don't know.
I mean, I hope they keep.
Yeah.
Certain scenes.
I hope so too. But like the test itself is a really great test.
Yeah.
No, I know what you.
With some unimportant characters.
I know exactly what you're referring to. I think they will. I think they will. But this test is really hype. I think that, from just watching this anime only, I'm sure, Team A looks like a pretty solid team. Like, you've got Shibisu and Kun, which they've both been shown, especially Kun, to be these, like, tactician-y masterminds in a sense. We haven't seen, a ton, but...
They've got Anak Jihad, the strongest regular there.
Anak Jihad, yeah,
arguably.
She's chilling there. The three of them, just by themselves, are enough to show that this team is not to be trifled with. And they just kind of have chemistry.
This team has Ponsakal Lebro.
They have Laro, yeah.
The best of the wave controllers.
True. This team, oh my gosh, they have like the best team. So it's like, I don't know, we'll see what they're able to use, how they're able to maneuver this test. Because the thing is, and Leiro Ro points this out, Quant is not the best tester. He's really not. Like, it's pretty obvious that he lets emotions get in the way of his testing. So it's like, is he gonna be fair? Is he gonna go too hard on them? Is he gonna just get angry? Like, we don't really know what's gonna happen. Well, we know, but anime-onlys don't know. So, I liked it though. The last thing I want to talk about before going to spoiler territory is Rachel. Particularly the scene with Rachel and Endorsi. This scene was really good. It gave us some insight into Rachel and Endorsi, honestly.
I do really like how they have been treating Rachel as a character.
Yeah.
I think it has been really good.
She's
very,
complex.
very good.
She's really complex.
I am quite impressed.
Yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
Me too.
I think I am quite excited for how Rachel is going to do with her test. With her hide-and-seek test.
Right. Team B. Yes. We'll see, but, like, it's interesting because in Bomb's flashbacks, like, Rachel is just, like, she's everything to Bomb, and we see all these scenes with her teaching Bomb, and now we're seeing her, we see that she's a lot more complex. Like, she has her own desires, and it's like, does she... Like when Dorsey said, like, I hope the top of the tower is worth... like losing Bomb or whatever, like, is it worth more than Bomb? And it's like, it raises a lot of interesting questions, and it's like, who is Rachel? What is she truly after? I mean, does she just want to see the stars? I don't know. It raises a lot of fascinating points about her character, though, and it creates this interesting dilemma. I don't know. I like that scene a lot, though. It was cool. So. With that said, we're going to jump into spoiler territory, so if you are an anime only, then click off, because we're going to be... honestly, these spoilers aren't that bad. It's just one main thing I want to talk about. So, hopefully, anime onlys are gone at this point. Joe.
Yes.
I want to talk about the beginning of the episode. And for those of you who are watching this, I tried talking to Joe about this before we started.
I didn't know. I didn't realize it.
He didn't really realize... that scene was showing what it showed. We got to see Mashini, we got to see Liliel and Shiliel, and Repalista, and it was awesome. And then I tried, I was telling Joe, and we rewatched that scene, and he's not even that excited.
I mean,
shame.
It's cool.
Shame on you.
It was just a flashback.
Shame,
What's there to
dude.
be like?
It's not a flashback.
God.
It's showing all these characters.
It's just a story being told. I don't know.
This whole show
like,
is a story being told. What do you mean?
Don't say it like that, okay? You don't. You're making me out to be an idiot.
I don't know. I wanted to get angry at you. I'm totally upset, and I'm curious what you think.
I mean, it's cool. I really like those characters: Liliel, Shiliel, Mashini. We got to see Yuri again. I like those characters, but I wasn't like, oh my god!
Are you making fun of me?
It's Liliel and Shilly. I'm not, but I mean, actually, maybe. I guess I kind of am, but unintentionally.
Yeah. Sure. It's not just the fact that it's Repalista and Liliel and Shiliel. Well, first of all, even if they just showed Mashini, I think that's cause enough to be like, oh my gosh, because Mashini is such a, I don't want to say fan favorite, but like, Mashini's very popular. And so getting to see her far in advance, I never thought I'd see her for years to come in the anime. Very awesome. Getting to see all these other princesses who will not show up in the anime for just seasons and seasons to come. They're in arcs and arcs and arcs in the future. it's awesome. We get a sneak peek at who these people are, and it's awesome too because anime onlys don't realize that these are, they probably didn't think much of that scene. Kind of like you. Don't get me started.
I mean, but... is it like that's like it's just kind of like fan service?
Well, no, because okay, no. Here's the thing: you and I both got excited about them showing Yurik Mizuno's back tattoo.
I mean,
why
it's
is that
cool,
hype
but
and not this?
Because it's okay.
Go
Yurik,
on.
I have to explain because Yurik Mizuno's thing was also fan service.
It was
completely, and I was like, "Yo, boy!" But I admit it was fan service to maybe get us excited. It's a clever move.
It is a clever move for webtoon readers. Yeah. It's not like, okay, look, the exciting part isn't, like I said, that it's, I get to see Lilial Jihad. It's just the fact that they're giving us these like sneak peeks of what's to come, and in ways that we didn't expect, which I find really exciting and really awesome. They care, like fan service, sure, but that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, I think, when they provide fan service in a way like this, because
it
fits
not a bad
the
thing.
Scenario. They're showing princesses while explaining princesses, while also hyping us up. Same as Yurik.
It is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about the point of that. That scene was just to kind of. They could have just shown Anak and Dorsey and Yuri.
I know, right?
It would have probably been the same.
Yeah, but they went to that extra detail.
But then they went and added. They added Lilial and Shilial.
And Repalista and Mashini, and they took time to do that. Like, they actually took time to do that. Like, we have to appreciate moments like that, where the creators are giving us that extra content. Okay. Because you're right, they could have just shown us a knock. How boring would that have been? Instead...
I do see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's just cool. It's cool. The creators care, man.
I concede.
Yes!
We win. Have won this point today.
Now I can end the review in peace.
No, we have more to talk about.
Do we? What else? Let's hear it.
Of course. Let's talk about Rachel, because that is my favorite thing to talk about.
Let's do Rachel.
I like Rachel. I don't like Rachel. I like Rachel about how much I don't like Rachel.
Yeah, that's fair.
That makes no sense, but it's true. Rachel, just her whole thing this episode, it was very small, very brief, but it was very cool. She's just kind of sneaking off, grabbing an apple, and then running off. Yeah. Running back to her room. Yeah. Like a little mouse, in a way. And then she gets
away
caught.
From the problems. Yeah.
She gets caught by Dorsey for just a slight moment.
Mm-hmm.
And
it
makes
her
calls into question just like what she's doing, and just like what her goals, because no one quite understands like why is Rachel there.
Right. It's kind of a mystery.
Right.
And that's true. And this episode more and more, like, we're starting to see this other side to her. Like, her getting frustrated at Dorsey. Like, we could see that as Dorsey prying too much, but really, it's kind of letting Rachel's other side of her come out a little bit, She doesn't like it when people get in her way. And that's her selfish side. But if there's one thing I learned about Rachel this episode, it's that she knows how to handle her money. I mean, come on. All these other people are buying these extravagant meals, and she's buying an apple. Like, we could all learn a lesson from Rachel. Let's be real.
By eating an apple every day to keep the doctor away?
Well, it's not going to keep the doctor away after the hide-and-seek test. You know what I'm saying? Hey! Kill me. Anyway, but Rachel is such a complex character, and we get to see that even more this episode. With not just her apple buying, but with the scene with Dorsey. I like what you said. She's kind of like a mouse. Like, she's in the background, sort of watching everything, but then sort of running away from all these things that are in her life. And
yeah, she's just like staying away from every single event, every single thing.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even see how she's doing in her classes, which is, I guess it's intentional. I was thinking about that, actually.
That actually reminds me. Sorry, were you going to say something?
Oh. No, I was just about, like, we don't really see Rachel ever do anything. No, like, you know what? We don't even see Layra teach Rachel anything.
Right.
At all.
Right.
It's just she's just kind of there, and then she's in her room, and then her room's a mess, by the way, and it's gross.
My gosh. Yeah, like, clean up. Pick up those candy wrappers. Come on.
I mean,
she may know how to handle her money, but she doesn't know how to clean her room.
I mean, she doesn't she does stay there, but she doesn't live there.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that.
I'm being the devil's advocate. I would absolutely no. I'm not.
You trash hotel rooms you stay in. I see how it is.
I'm just being a devil's advocate right now. I mean, it's a dick move.
Yeah.
Never trash your hotel. Don't trash your hotel.
Don't
room.
do that. Like, that's just not cool.
But I mean, she can do it. I suppose.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not breaking any rules, but it's a dick move.
It's just not a cool thing to do. But that does remind me, what you said about the classes. Rachel, we didn't get to see Layra like specifically teaching her, but we did get to see her and Kun in the Lightbearer class. She was there. Like, it was a very quick clip. And someone pointed out to me that we already get to see like how, not just how smart Kun is, but also how kind of lackluster she is, because we see Kun typing and he's just typing like crazy, and we cut to Rachel and she's like really slowly typing, which I thought was interesting. I didn't catch that. Someone pointed that out to me. It's like, it's a subtle detail that shows you he's an advanced Lightbearer while she doesn't really have what it takes as much as Kun. I thought that was kind of interesting, you know?
It is, actually. It's a nice detail, actually.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of cool. But regardless, my camera is actually running out of space, so we will have to stop here. Really interesting discussion and stuff. Thanks a lot for watching us. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe for more Tower of God content. If you want to watch Joe do some things, then you can go follow him on Twitch at Chosen Hero Arrives, and then follow him on Twitter at ChromeX20. Links are in the description down below. Thank you for joining me, Joe. Really appreciate it.
But don't trust those links, though.
Yeah.
They take you to the wrong place, because I know that I am being sabotaged right now. Make sure to follow me at Dr_Bonehead on Twitter.com.
Don't do it.
And then be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Bonehead.
Don't do it. That's dumb channel.
And
why would you
don't do. Make sure to not like the video, but don't dislike it either.
Yeah.
And make sure to not subscribe.
How come every time we have to go so far off the rails? I can't believe it. This is never gonna change.
What are we even doing?
What are you even doing? Is the better question.
Episode 7 of Tower of God.
Episode 7.
I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Pretty good episode. Joe, on a scale of 1 to 3,947, what would you rate this?
I would rate this a 3,700.
3,947.
I would rate it a 3,700 out of 3,947. How about you?
Why not go the extra mile? 3,701.
Oh, you're right. I mean, like, that is true. They had a lot of details. 3,701. That is a very fair point.
Very good. That's
good.
A good score. For me, 3,659, I think, is my score.
Okay. That's still pretty good, I think. Someone do the math.
Not bad at all.
Let us know if that's a good
episode.
Number.
Not a whole lot was done. It did a whole lot of things. It was kind of fast, but
it was.
At the same time, we're getting into the hide and seek test.
So it's understandable.
And I love the hide and seek test.
Oh, hide and seek test is so good.
I like it so much.
It's actually amazing.
I am so excited.
Yeah. But regardless, we'll see you guys next week for our next Tower of God review. Take care, everyone.
I need a coffee.
Yeah. Are you okay, man? I'm going to end the video here. You okay?
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Okay, good.
Goodbye, everyone. I hope you liked the video.
I think this is the craziest you've ever acted in one of my videos.